What's up, guys? It's Lisa here with Keller Williams South Tampa, coming at you with another Millennial Monday. All right, so today's video is actually a suggested topic from a friend of mine / previous client, Katie. It's a really good one too, so thank you. I was already thinking about making a video about this. But today what we're going to talk about is the difference between a mortgage lender and a realtor. If you've ever transacted real estate before, you probably don't need to watch this video. You can just kind of like walk away now. If you're a first-time home buyer and there's some confusion as to what our roles are in the transaction, stick around. We're going to talk about that, okay? So number one, we're going to talk about the mortgage lender. The mortgage lender exists in your life because you can't afford to pay all cash for a house, which is very normal for a first-time home buyer. If you had all cash to buy a house for your first house, that's awesome, and I would love to work with you. But legitimately, most first-time home buyers can't pay all cash. You're going to need to take out some form of a mortgage. So that lender is going to basically cut the check to buy the property, and in order for them to do that, they have to determine your ability to repay that loan, okay? Based on the requirements and based on the conversations and the data that you guys talk about, you're either going to be qualified or unqualified for a loan. If you're qualified for a loan, you're going to have likely a couple of different options available for you, and the lender will go through those different options and help you determine what's going to be the best for your circumstances, because no two circumstances are exactly the same, okay? If you are not qualified, a good lender will help you set up sort of a game plan so that in the near future you will be able to make your first home purchase, right? So that's the lender. They let you know what your buying power is, and they help you establish budgets, down payments, that fun stuff, right? And then that's where we come in as realtors. As your realtor, I will be representing you through this transaction to help you. Basically what I do is I assess your wants, needs, and ability. What does that mean? So I get a feel for what it is that you're looking for in a house, what lifestyle it is that we're trying to accommodate, and we sort of splice that together with your budget. And we come to a realization as to what's actually going to be in your best interest as far as the home that you purchase, right? And this can sometimes be a lengthy process. It can sometimes be a quick process, but we're not just matchmakers. We don't just send you listings and open doors for you and say, okay, all right, that's cool. Let's go buy this house. We also are gatekeepers for this transaction, and we work on your behalf to make sure that you get the best possible deal and everything closes under favorable terms for you. All right. So I was also asked the question recently, and it's a really good question. What if you decide to work with the agent, the realtor who is representing the seller of the transaction, the listing agent? Is there any benefit to you? The answer to that is no, there is no real benefit to you. And I'll tell you why. That listing agent is obligated to do what is best for their seller, okay? And at the end of the day, you don't actually pay for your representation as a buyer's agent or for your buyer's agent's representation outside of perhaps a transaction fee. That's really it. The seller pays us. We split the commission. The listing agent and the buying agent, we split that commission to sell the house. So you don't come out of pocket anything except for maybe a transaction fee to buy that house and have adequate representation. Does that make sense? So this is why it's very important to make sure that you pick an agent that is actually working in your best interest and advocating for you, taking the time to get to know you, because what we do is we don't only matchmake, but we do the paperwork, we do the negotiations, and we are gatekeepers. We make sure that everything closes on time and, again, in favorable terms to you. Buyer's agents, specifically myself, I can't speak for the whole industry, but any realtor operating as a buyer's agent should pride themselves on their ability to get their buyers the best possible deal. Right? So you might be wondering, are you going to get the biggest commission check if you get me the best possible deal? The answer to that is no. And I'm not really concerned about that commission check, if I'm being completely honest. What I'm concerned about is you and I building a meaningful relationship so that we can continue to work together for many years to come. Right? So I am actively looking for the best possible deal for you to make sure that you have the best terms and the best price for that house. I also, this bragging rights for me, if I can save X percentage overall for all of my buyers, that's something that I get to tout as a skill set that I possess, right? So basically using market analysis to figure out what the market value of a home actually is and what's going to be best for you. I represent you and I work for you in this process to make sure that the home closes on your terms, okay? So that being said, does that make sense? Do you have any questions? Let me know. And as always, I'm always taking suggestions. I love this suggestion. Thank you, Katie. You guys have a happy, healthy, productive week and stay blessed.